Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the final mobile app coaching for 2023. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest, and yes, I'm wearing my Michigan blue. Go Michigan, go blue. I don't think we're going to beat Alabama, though. If you can hear me loud and clear, please let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Joey usually doesn't like when I wear my sports garb, but Joey's not here. Koo is here. So with that, I'm going to wear my stuff today. Joey got nothing to say about it because he ain't here. Joey got nothing to say about it because he ain't here. So go blue. AMD, iffy, still in it. James, you know something? In my personal opinion, I don't know if I want to hold anything really going into 2024 right yet. As you can look right here on the screen, you see that all of the major indices are down the last day of the trading year. And in my Stock Traders Almanac for Friday the 29th, it says, last trading day of the year, the NASDAQ has been down 16 out of the last 22 years. All right. Market correction started. Mitzi, I'm not going to step up and say that yet. Not until, as I see on the home screen, not until I see the primary wave go down. That's going to be my first inclination that the market could be turning around. I'm not going to try to guess at it. The market gives you an opportunity to make money. Take it. All right. But right now is not the time that I would like to be able to just... I'm not telling you everybody just close everything, but I would like to take profits. Joey says all the notifications. What are you talking about, Joey? Joey's here in the background. What are you talking about? All of the notifications. Oh, Joey's here, so I just told him I am wearing my Michigan garb today. He's not here. Koo is here. So I'm not sure what you're saying, Joey. You says all of the notifications. What does that mean? Why are you talking in cryptic language? I don't know. Let me go up here and try to see what you're saying. I don't know. It's all right. It's not the Joey show today. It's the Koo show. All right, so glad everybody's here. The alert most likely did go out. I heard it. We got 149. Let's go see for the last trading day of the year. Let's see if we can get 300 people in the room. I need you guys. Koo, there you go. Koo put the link in there. He does it a lot faster than Joey does it. Man, telling you, that Koo is on it. That Koo is all over it. Share that link right now. Let's get a lot of people in here. Let's get them prepared. Let's get them prepared for 2024. What is the VectorVest level for the primary wave to go down? When you say the level, I'm looking for the VectorVest composite to go down on a week-over-week basis. That's how the primary wave works. All right, is the market higher than it was a week ago? The primary wave is up, and it's been like that and been like that and been like that. In order for the primary wave to go down, the market has to close lower than the prior week. That's it in a nutshell. Alert did go out. Got it here. There you go. Thank you, Ben. Linda says the last high for 2023. Stan says, good morning, friends. Glad that you're all here. I would really love to see us get up to 300 people for the last trading day of the year. All right, if we can, that'd be great. If not, it's all right. But don't forget to hit the like button, especially if you guys made money with us during the year of 2023. Make sure you hit that like button. For those of you who may be brand new to the channel, this is the content that we put out every single day, every single week. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you'll be alerted to when new content comes out. What's up with the alert? Hook and infantryman. The alert went out. Roger, the alert went out. Good morning. Good morning, Jack. All right, so the last trade picks for the year of 2023. Go Michigan. It's backwards on the screen. I know it's backwards, but you know it's the maize and blue. The maize and blue. What was the alert? Asking for a friend. Side pneumatic. Everybody knows. I have the same Michigan hoodie. Grandson bought it back for me. Hockey tournament one year. Tom, I got this from Christmas. My wife got me this for Christmas. All right. So with that being said, let's start talking about what's going down. Akshaya's question was, how do you know when the primary wave goes down? You can look right here right here in the app. Primary wave is still up. The green light buyer is neutral. The DEW is up. Confirmed call is up. So everything is still up, still saying that it's okay to buy stocks, but you want to make sure you're doing it on an up day. Started VectorVest in June, and VectorVest made me $25,000 in 2023. Very thankful for that, and Happy New Year. Thank you so much for that, Florida Dream. All right. VVC price level I meant. You got to go look in the software. I don't know if I can do it from here. Let's go see. VVC. Let's go take a look. Put this on a 3-month graph. The price, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The price needs to go lower than this. All right, there's the 1 week price of the VVC. The close was at 62.05. We got to close lower than 62.05 today in order for the primary wave to go down. It's going to take a few more days before that happens. So all you need to do, Akshaya, is bring up the VVC on the mobile app and just count back your days, and you want to see the VectorVest composite fall on a week-over-week basis. That's it. So you can do that on your own. You're looking at a 5-day period to see if the VectorVest composite is higher than it was a week ago or lower than it was a week ago. Primary wave is down when it's below 5 days ago level. Absolutely, Bill. The same thing I just explained to Akshaya. So Akshaya, if you're looking in the mobile app the same way that I just looked, we're not anywhere close right now for the composite to go down on a week-over-week basis. And you just look. See this up, 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 up? We haven't closed lower on a week-over-week basis. Does this look like the end of the rally or just a slow Friday? I think it's a combination of the two. I think if you look at a 3-month graph on the VectorVest composite, it is definitely just gone up. That's not always healthy for a market. A healthy market's going to have a pullback at some point in time. We know that the MTI is looking for a point of a top. When it happens, when the market stops going up and it starts going down. Just look at the weekly chart candle, simple as looking. And you know, Akshaya, again, everyone in the chat is telling you the same thing. All you have to do is just look at a graph. I'm looking at a 3-month graph to see what I got to do. Bobby says, VV Nation, hi, Glenn. Hi. Overbought-osity, not city. It's overbought-osity to make that a Glenism. To make that a Glenism, it's overbought-osity. All right. So what does just happen over here? Looks like something. Oh, cool. Are you still here? Okay. All right, that's fine. It just seems like my teams just went a little crazy there. All right. So from that perspective, let's get us back to the market overview. You know that everything I do on Fridays is strictly taken out of the mobile app. I don't even have VectorVest 7 open on my computer. CC says your screen's blurry. CC, look down below the video, below the live stream. You should see a little cog. Looks like a little machine part. Click on that. Refresh your screen. Refresh your screen. All right? And that will change the screen from being blurry to being clear. There you go, Mark. Go Michigan. All right, so last picks of the year. On a day like today, market's down. It's not down a lot. The NASDAQ, though, is pushing 0.8% down. The S&P is down 0.5%. The VVC, man, could we be looking at a possible reversal? Well, let's wait for the primary wave to go down. Overbought Tropolis. I like that too, Ben. Overbought Tropolis. I like that too. All right, so still staying on the home page. Let's slide over to some of the other things that we added. Let's slide this over. There's on gold, still not bullish on gold yet. Oil is going down. Gold, mortgages again. Cold, man, back and forth between cold and oil for natural gas. The most volatile two stocks in the market. All right, the most volatile two stocks in the market are oil and cold. Builders are down today. What else we have? The tech stocks are down today, 3%. Look at that. Feng Yu is down 3% today. So looking at everything that we have set up at the top, I always like to call this the power of the program in your pocket. Thank you, Pneumatic, by the way. The power of the program in your pocket, right from the mobile app. I can see what's going on right at my fingertips. Let's scroll down. Let's talk about, what What did we talk about in the views? I think a lot of you, especially if you're brand new, we give guidance every night on what you should be doing the next day. So let's scroll down a little bit. The strategy last night, a batch of mixed economic data weighed on the market and Wall Street ended mixed. That was yesterday. With one green light in an up situation, prudent investors may buy stocks long if the market is rising. Is the market rising? No. Then you're not buying stocks today. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops with what? A bias to the upside. Are we moving up? No. So the guidance is, I always feel that it's spot on depending on what the market is doing. And, you gotta listen to the guidance. All investment, uranium, CCJ, and URG are up. Again, Bill, we've been talking about, between Ryan and I, more so Ryan than me, been talking about uranium all year long. Looking at a more extended view of our color guard, see a lot of green, still a lot of bullish sentiment. A lot of yellow today, full line of yellow, but there's that MTI at 1.6. It's been a while since I've seen the MPI stay elevated above 1.6 this long. The market is due for a pullback or correction. But what's going to make the market rise going into 2024? The Fed stated to be on the lookout for 3 rate cuts. I just did a video not too long ago, a couple of days ago, that I didn't think 3 rate cuts were feasible for the current economy. Just not. Glenn, this is your last live show of the year and no glass of champagne. Koo said I couldn't drink any champagne. All right. Can't stand the team from up north. Fitz doesn't like Michigan. Oh, sorry, Fitz. So sorry. All right. So the market is primed for a pullback. I don't know if I want to call it a correction. I don't know if I want to call it a crash. The market is poised for a pullback. Still think it will be more than 3 cuts, says Bill. I don't think it's going to be 3 cuts. I don't think so. And of course, we know that the Fed is dependent on data, is data dependent. So I just don't see 3 cuts. Someone said to me, they sent me an email, or it was in a comment, said that the Fed won't cause inflation. If they cut 3 times, inflation is going to come back into the picture. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So they're going to be looking at the data. I think that he misspoke early by saying, look for 3 cuts. I would not have pigeonholed myself into how many cuts. I would have probably said something along the lines of, we might be looking to cut rates next year, but we'll see. Fed will cut as much as necessary to make the current regime look good to uninformed people who vote. Sigh, Roger. Why are you taking me down the political path? All right. Linda says we're rooting for Michigan and hope they stomp Alabama as Florida State. I agree with you. I think Florida State got screwed. I really do. I really think Florida State got screwed, but who am I? Looking at more confirmation of not buying stocks today. 67% of the stocks in our database are going down, while only 24% of the stocks in the database are going up. Great video on rate cuts, Glenn. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. If you hadn't watched that, cool. Can you put the link to that rate cut video in there in the chat? There was no stocks talked about in that video. It was all getting you guys in the mindset of what to be prepared for 2024. All right. Nomadic says JPM, UPS, and RY are 3 banks that are holding up okay. I still think that banks, especially the regionals, are going to report some bad stuff. All right. I agree with you, Bill. I really do. I really, really, really do. We'll see. All right. So that's all from just the overview. So much information right from the mobile app to give you a heads up of what's going on. Why is the BSR at 3.09 when more sells than buys? Ooh, interesting question. Macro market. That's today. That's more sells, and that's not declines to, that's not buys to sells. This is declines to advances, not buys to sells. Why is the BSR at 3.08? Because if you go through the market, for every sell recommendation in the database, there's 3 buys. That's where the buy to sell ratio kicks in. Down here at the bottom, the market advances and declines. These are stocks going up, going down. Nothing to do with buys and sells. Does that make sense, macro market? This is the stocks going up compared to going down. And the buy to sell ratio at 3.09 means that for every sell in the system, there's 3 buys in the system. The market is strong from that perspective of buy recommendations. Ben says, whether you agree with Glenn on rate cuts, it's a great look at how to think about and manage the information coming at us. Thanks for the link. There you go. Thank you very much, Cool, for putting that in there. So much faster than Joey. So much faster than Joey. Joey, you know I love you. I don't even know if he's still in the background or not. I don't even know, but I'm getting back at him from yesterday. Taking credit for so much stuff yesterday. All right, let's move over. So we went from the market overview to the VectorVest views. From the VectorVest views, again, that's the nightly newsletter that we give. We talked about that. And then, the cool thing about the nightly newsletter is that we keep them in here. So, excuse me, no matter where you are, ever, you can always see the guidance that we've given over the week. Advances, declines, not on VV7. Advances and declines, not. We looked at the advance to declines in VV. The advance to declines are on VV7. If you don't have that as a gadget or as a gidget, you can add it. There are advance to declines in the VectorVest 7. Glenn, you should be rich. Glenn is doing pretty darn good. That's the way I'm going to answer your question, market. Glenn is doing pretty darn good. How about that? All right. So now we're going to move from the views. Let's go look at our watch lists. Fed says 3 rate cuts in 2024. Market says 6. What could possibly be wrong with that picture? Too much rate cuts. The whole idea of cutting rates is to help an economy that's falling. We're in an economy that has shrunk, but we're not failing. We're in the interest rate hikes were designed to shrink the economy to tame inflation, and it has. But we're not in the doldrums. And technically, the market is strong enough to have withstood another rate hike. The Fed said that. So with that being said, having all of these rate cuts is putting a fire under the economy. We don't need it. The job market is still strong. People are still spending money. That's the big thing. People are still spending money. People are still spending money. That can keep prices high. That's inflationary. We've had the biggest wage increases since forever. Wage increases, though, haven't totally kept up with inflation, but people are getting more money. Even, I'm looking across the states. More states are raising the minimum wage. Puts more money in people's pockets. They get to spend more, keeping the economy good to go. Again, we're in a shrinking economy, but we're not in a failing economy. The market has to catch up with inflation. Let's hope it does. I got you, Lou. Or rate cuts to keep in touch with the falling inflation. So that's the reason why I think the Fed did not raise interest rates for the last 3 or 4 times. We all know that rate cuts are a laggard indicator, and they were letting the lag happen to see what's truly happening with inflation. And they'll keep their eyes on the indicators that they look at. Glenn, you were spot on. Also, it was determined that inflation was mostly due to the supply chain. Hence, keeping the high rate will prevent growth. Okay? So, who asked me yesterday on the live stream about 3D printing? Are you here? It was done on the live stream yesterday. Somebody said, you need to have some stocks about 3D printing going into 2024. Guess what? I listened. I got a watch list now called 3D printing. How about that? The person that asked me about it was you, Phil? Look at that. How quickly I responded. We now have a watch list of 3D printing stocks. And guess what? Look at that RT on that watch list. Phil, you are on point. Look at that. You were on point. 1.41. Let's go look at it. Yeah. I got to log out and log back in. Sigh. Cool, take me off the screen. Let's go look at that watch list, my watch list. Phil brought up a good point, and guess what? We're using it. Look at that. So now I can look at all of the stocks. I think I've got 10 or 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 3D printing stocks for you, Phil. First one at the top by VST is ANSS. Let's go see what stocks are moving the most today. May not be. Let's go down to percent gain loss. None of them are moving up today, Phil. All right, let's go back to VST. Okay. If I'm looking at 3D printing stocks, I like the idea. I like the idea of, and look at how many of these are buys. 8 out of the 10 are buys, Phil. Only 2 are holds. All of them have VSTs above 1 except for DD. Let's go look at the graphs of ANSS. Oof, look at that bump. Was that an earnings play? Let's go take a look. Was that an earnings play? Earnings per share, 954. When did they report? Trend. Look at their earnings. Good googly muggly. Gotta love their earnings. I like that play. I don't know what that big bump was for, though. I don't know what that big bump was for. Glenn, is DDD 3D on your... I believe it probably is. And if it's not, I'm going to add it. I got the wrong... I don't want that. You're right. I want DDD. There it is. That should be up in there too. Sorry about... I had DD, not 3D. I had the wrong one. All right, now there it is with a VST at 1.18. Let's go look at some of these graphs. Look at the earnings per share on this. Good, googly muggly. $360. What else is on here? ATI, earnings per share not as good. Price action is turning over right at that level of support. Now support. Coming back down, testing it. I am using the 3 and the 8 and the 20. The 3 and the 8 are still intact, but right at that level of support. We'll see if it holds. Autodesk doing the same thing, pulling back. So I like the play, Phil. But right now, coming into the end, wow, PTC. That looks the goodest out of all of them, and with the rising price and rising earnings. Ooh. Remember, this is the final picks of the year. I like PTC. Look at that. I'm going to let that go. How about AME? Look at, that's not a church. Look at the AME. Rising stock, rising earnings. There's your 3D right in the channel. All right, the 3 and the 8 are holding up right in the channel. I like the rising earnings. It went from negative to positive. I'm loving that. Ronnie says supply chain disruption that caused inflation was only in the first Biden year. Government spending is what caused the brutal inflation that is still... Yes. So where was that government spending? More stimulus. I think we got extra stimulus that we didn't need. Can I get an amen on that? That's all I got. That's all I'm going to say about it. Can I get an amen? I think we got more stimulus than we needed. And it put a lot of money into the economy. Now, if you don't believe that, that's fine. All I'm saying is I think that along with the supply disruptions, we put more money into the market. And when you cut interest rates, you're going to do the same thing. Once you cut interest rates, especially 3 times or more, you're going to do the same thing. You're stimulating the market. The Green New Deal is another whole... That's another whole story. I'm not going to get into that. That played a role. I don't think it played as big a role as you may think, Ronnie. That's my opinion. I don't think it played as big a role. I think more so the stimulus and the supply chain was the biggest culprits of rising inflation. All right? That's what I'll say. Overstimulosity. Ooh, I like that, Bill. But James says, but it did feel really good. I got you. Free money equals a vote. The big woo-wee, y'all trying to take me down political lane. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Man, wait till we get to Tampa. Anybody going to Tampa? Anybody going to Tampa Live? Type of 1. Anyone going to Tampa Live? Type of 1. Because in Tampa, if I get to meet you and we start to drinking a little bit and smoking a cigar, I can tell you what's on my mind because we won't be on a platform. I can tell you what's on your mind. Ooh-wee. Y'all want to know? Come to Tampa. By the way, we still got room for people to come to Tampa. If you want to go to Tampa Live, go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. We're probably getting close to running out of seats, though. If you still want to go to Tampa Live, we can still take you. www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. If not, though, we still want you live stream. The live stream is free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/stream. We got a lot of people signed up online. We're not going to run out of space there online. We will run out of space live if you don't take advantage of it. Just think about it. By this time next week, we'll be eating lunch. We have a plated lunch. This time next week, we'll be eating a plated lunch in Tampa. Grand Marnier, oh man, you speaking my language, Pneumatic. Oh, you speaking my language. How many online? A few thousand. That's for real. We got a few thousand online. All right, we won't run out of space there, and it's free. www.vectorvest.com/stream. Joey better have the bandwidth next week, man. We got. I don't, you know something? I don't even know what the final number is right now, but we got a few thousand. Glenn, is the 3D watch list on the PC app? So notice that and that's a great question. You know the watch lists that you see here are my watch lists that I've created. So you don't have these watch lists. But, the whole idea is as I show you all of the watch lists that I've created, I want you guys on the mobile app to create your own watch lists. I want you guys to do your own. And that's why I show you that I've got all of these watch lists to really hone in on certain segments of the market. If you guys are not already creating your own watch lists, you need to be. So I went and I Googled all the 3D printing companies and I created a watch list. A lot of times if I want to find stocks on a specific industry, I Google it. Or a lot of those are in the VectorVest 7 program anyway. Industry, what sector/industry is the 3D list? Let's see if I can answer that question. Go to ANSS. Let's go to get a report. I don't know if it's going to tell me the industry. There's the industry graph. Hold on. Industry is in the computer graphics industry group. All right, so I can go through each stock. I can go through each stock, get a report. Here's the industry graph of ATI. Where's this one? This is in the steel. Why is that? Well, building, somebody said 3D for building is in the steel alloy group. Interesting. But I can go through and look at each stock and see, there's ATI, ADAS, Align. Click on the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner. Go down to View Report. Scroll all the way down. Industry, healthcare. So these 3D companies are all over the place. How cool is that? So it's not like Fitz. It's not like they're all in one industry. These 3D companies are all over the place. And that's Phil is right. You can almost print anything. Can you get the DTI on the mobile? No. Why? Because I don't have Derby on the mobile. I don't have Derby on the mobile, or do I? Before I start flapping my jibs, I didn't think I have Derby on the mobile. You can get into the Jockey Club from the mobile, but you can't get, not from the mobile, you can just, mobily you can get in. But I don't have the Derby. I don't have the Derby in the mobile, so I can't get the DTI. Does that make sense, James? So it can go with anything pretty much. Yeah, it can. It's like AI can be embedded in any industry. I like the question, though, about what industries. They're all over. So it's not about the industry. It's about the stocks that are in that space. All right, Glenn, can we print money? I'm not answering that. No, Mr. Government, you didn't hear me say anything about printing money. My name is, no. Siri better not be asking me either. No Siri. All right, that's all I got to say about that, Asif, trying to get me in trouble. ANSS is in talk with Synopsys to be acquired. Wow. Thank you, U12. That I did not know. Actually, you can go look right here from the stock, go to the three dots again, and go to stock news. Let me see if I can back you up on that, U12. See if I can back you up on that. Buying NVIDIA reportedly gets... There you go. Look at you, U12. U12 said it right from the mobile app. The power of the program in my pocket. I can confirm that. Look at that. Right from the mobile app. All right. Reportedly gets takeover offer from Synopsys. Let's go take a look at that. Received a takeover bid per the report for the Wall Street Journal, citing sources familiar with the matter. Synopsys is a vendor of electronic design automation for the semiconductor and electronics industries. The company offers full suite of products used in logic synthesis and functional verification phase of chip design. 3D, making chips. Ooh-wee. There you go. Thank you for that, U12. And how about just go back up to click on done. Right from the mobile app, I was able to peep that out. All right. How can AI be implemented into the trucking industry? At my store, many of my customers that drive trucks have been laid off, or we are told to be prepared in the new year. How can AI, for the purposes of planning out trips for the trucks, the whole thing about AI is to make life more efficient and easier. That's what AI is all about. Solving equations, solving problems that take a lot of man hours to be done in a short amount of time. So a lot of people say AI is a great thing, but it's going to be stealing jobs. I look at it a different way. If AI is going to be that prevalent in society, it should open up a lot of jobs in that space because it needs support. And in order with the support, it's going to help it to grow. So I look at it more so that it's going to create a lot more jobs in the AI space to support the AI venture. That's what I'm looking at. Many route planning software programs out there. And there you go. I believe AI will open different jobs instead of taking them. Macro, we were right on point with each other. It's like we were here. Look at that, Macro. Look at me, Macro. You looking at me? Hold on. All right. Macro, we were right there. We were right there with each other. How about that? All right. So that would be worth the trip to talk politics with you, good buddy. Listen, I'm telling you, a couple of drinks. My new drink of choice right now. Joey, you still here? Joey knows my new drink of choice right now. More jobs due to AI for sure. I agree with that. Joey, just tell me if you're here or not. Man, Koo is so much faster than Joey. Anyway, my new drink of choice right now. Anybody want to take a guess? All right, that would scare your mom. Me too, says James. Nope, it's not Grey Goose. Anyway, my drink of choice right now is an old fashioned. That is my new That is my new drink of choice right now. Old fashioned. Please, no more Bustelo. It's not coffee. Lee, you had to have said that after I said it. Gerald, too. Unless did I tell y'all that was my new drink at the Christmas party? I could have told you that. I tell y'all a lot of stuff. There's nothing. I'm super transparent. I am super transparent. All right, let's go see what other watch lists we have here. So, Phil, I wanted to show you that I did listen. I like the idea of a 3D watch list and created one. I used to drink 7 and 7. Seagram 7 and 7. That's not warm milk. I don't even drink cold milk. Single malt though, Phil. Ooh-wee. Most people are moving to mezcal. I don't know what mezcal is. I don't know if I want it. United carries old fashioned in bottles. Do they really? Wow. I might have to. We're flying American. All right, hold on. There's another one that I want to find. Where's my uranium stocks? Let's go look at crypto. Let's go look at crypto stocks. Look at that RT on crypto stocks, right? I got crypto blockchain. Woo, 1.6. Blockchains, a lot of stocks in here. I don't want that one. Let's go to crypto stocks. A lot of these stocks are taking a hit today. Why? Because these stocks have been on a run. So the question came up is this the start of a downturn? Notice that a lot of stocks that have been rocking, and this is why we've been telling you guys to take your profits on your cryptos, because the stocks that have gone up the most in the last short amount of time are going to be the ones that get hit the fastest. Look at this, 17% down. Mara, 16% down. Riot, 14% down. Hive, pushing 15% down. BTCS, down almost 12%. This is why we've been saying for the longest time, take your profits on these cryptos that were rocking and rolling. Now you see why. So this is not after the fact. We've been telling you this. Whether it's in the Jockey Club, whether it's been in a live stream, take those profits. Looks like they're selling off for tax purposes. I think that happens at the end of the year going into the beginning of the year. A lot of people are going to be rebalancing their portfolios. That's going to be a good push down for the market. But that happens every year. That's nothing abnormal. People are going to be rebalancing their portfolios because they can take the losses on the stocks that they can. Any plans of VectorVest implementing AI in the robo-trader? G-Money, I haven't the slightest idea. That is above my pay grade, and nobody keeps me in those conversations. Sold some of our crypto calls a few days ago. Again, I'm telling you, we've been trying to help you guys out. Not a day to buy today. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Look at all of these. These are all cryptos. Only one is going up. MGTI. Oof. But look at that graph. And it's not even a penny. Ooh-wee. Somebody out there being super, super speculative. Man, I could throw a lot of money behind it, but do I like that graph? I'm not sure I really like that graph. Hello, Uncle Glenn. Please give me advice. Should I get out of... Listen, Amir, you already know the answer to that. Amir, you already know the answer to that. How many times over the last few weeks have we been telling you guys to take profits? Amir, you already know the answer to the question. Why are you asking? You already know. If we sell today, the settlement date will be in the new year. So people already started selling for tax deferral. Yes, they have, Beaver. MTI, and this, the whole idea of taking profits was when the MTI went above 1.5. That's when we were talking about it. Let's go see something. I'm going to go. Let's go to the VVC again. Okay. Let's go put. Graph settings. Lower indicator. Let's go see. I can't put the MTI on. I will use the VectorVest 7. You won't be able to see it. I want to give a better answer. Graphs, market timing, 3 months. MTI. When did the MTI go above 1.5? Let's give you a time frame. When did the MTI go above 1.5? 1.4, 1.6. The MTI went above 1.5 on 12/13. On 12/13. You think that was a good call for you guys to start tightening stops? Yes or no? I got 12, Bill. It went, 12/13. Yeah, I said 12/13. The MTI went to 1.57. All right, let me ask the question a different way. Did that call, when the MTI went above 1.5, did that call help to protect your portfolio? Yes or no? That's the better question that I would rather to ask. Did that call help you to save or protect your portfolio? Yes or no? Now, I can see that since 12/13, the market has gone up even more. It has. And that's why a lot of the things that we said at that point in time was to take half off the table. All right, so no, Akshaya, I would not have. You heard what I just said, Akshaya? You heard what I said? What was the call that we were saying? Take half off the table. Lock in profits. Why? Because you can't go broke taking a profit. So Akshaya, we would not have missed a lot of upside because we still would have had half of our position still taking advantage of the upward trend. Does that make sense, Akshaya? Tighten stops, not selling. Absolutely, Ronnie. Tighten stops, take half off the table. There you go. Climbing the wall of increasing fears. We call it climbing the wall of worry. We call it climbing the wall of worry. All right. So I had to go to 7 to see that, though, because I couldn't put MTI on here. All right. On a day like today, I'd probably sort all of my watch lists by RT if I really wanted to find some stocks to get into. Ryan's picks, 1219 news. It's not a whole bunch of stuff. Retail department stores. Wow. I wonder if that was because of Christmas. So we got Macy's, Academies, Kohl's, Dillard's, Nordstrom. I don't know what Kering is. The heck is Kering? Anybody knows as a store? I don't know who they are. But they're all going down today. It's tough to find stocks going up today on a day like today. Crypto stocks on the move, but we saw they're all moving down. Lou made me make a watch list a long time ago. Everything is red on my watch list, only one green. So you know what that means on a day like today? Even from the standpoint of trying to find some picks, it's tough. The last trading day, it's tough. It is tough. All right, let me go back and resort this again from A to Z. I think today, rather than trying to find new stocks to get into, let's do this. Let's go and create a new watch list. Let's go look at your stocks. For the last time of the year, let me look at your stocks. What stocks are you holding? I'm going to look at all of these on at least a 3-month basis. What stocks are you still currently holding going into 2024? All right. This year, I pay $400 for every $1,000 capital gain, so I have to wait for next year to take more profits. Got you. APLD. ELF. These are stocks that you're still holding. We're going to take a look at the last time for the year. Holy smokes. You guys are typing in too many stocks. Sigh. All right, there's ELF. Can you recommend an almanac? I do have an almanac. I got this almanac. I got the stock almanac for 2024. Ready to rock and roll. All right. You guys put a lot of stocks. I had to go back up into the comments to see. So it's going to take me a minute to catch up to you. Caterpillar. I like that play. I do like that play. LUXH, VGLT. ARM is another good play. Let's go take a look at it. ARM, HBAN, HBAN. All right, now let me start going down the list. Yeah. Hold on. Get Contra's list ready. I'm with you on that, Ron. Ronnie, I'm seriously with you on that. SoFi, comma Square, comma OZK. Sigh. I did that all wrong. SoFi. After SoFi was Square. After that was Ozark. OZRK. OZK. There we go. NVIDIA. I'm hungry. I need to eat. ARM. I think we had ARM already in there. Or maybe not. ARM. GNE. Another good energy pick. GNE. NVIDIA is already in my list. Yep. NVIDIA is on my list. Roy. HCC. What the heck is that? Magnificent Seven. I'm not putting all 7 of them stocks all at one time. I got a watch list for that. I got Maria, you said sounds. You're talking about SOUN. I think you're talking about SoundHound, Maria. DRCT. Melly. SMCI. Vixie. TK Shipping Company. Yeah. Let's go down the list some more. Elf is already in the list. Decker Outdoors. DECK. Comma Ozark's already in the list. Oops. Google. Apple. It may not always be the best stock in the world right now. Sigh. Mara. Microsoft. I like that too. All right. You guys gave me a lot of freaking stocks. Good gravy. Good gravy. Ronnie, I'm not going to take all of those stocks. I want everybody to get a piece of the pie. All right. PFE, Sterling, STRL, Modine, Plus, Jack. That's a lot of stocks. I don't know if I want to look at more than this. It's a lot of stocks. You gave me a lot of... Yeah, Maria, that's what I thought you wanted. All right, that's enough stocks. Good Lord have mercy. You guys gave me a lot of stocks. How many stocks is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I got 30 stocks here. That's enough. And we're going to look through these fast. What's today's date? 12, 29, 23. Customer picks. Here we go. I'll take BBVA. Add stocks. BBVA. BBVA. All right. Here's the stocks sorted by VST. NVIDIA is at the top of the list. Same to you, Stan. The year-end roundup. 30 stocks. 31 stocks. Look at all of these stocks. What's at the bottom of the list? Look at that, Maria. Maria, you gave me the worst stock in the whole list. I am going to add another one that I like. RXRX. I got to stop adding stocks. 32 stocks. Stop giving me stocks. No more stocks. Don't make me turn this room around. No more stocks. Whew. Hope you're new. So I got you. Hope. All right. Whew. Glenn, I need one stock. So Akshaya, let's go down the list. What stocks are moving up? DRCT. Let's go from that perspective. Out of all of the stocks you gave me, let's see what stocks are going up. DRCT up 6% today. I do like the earnings. I do like the move. That's something I would keep my eyes on. All right? That's something I would keep my eyes on. Let's go back, though. Come on. That's something I would keep my eyes on. So for that's a stock for today. You really need that. NVIDIA. See that level of resistance? Stocks had a hard time breaking through it. If you're still in it, folks, you needed to have taken half off the table. Wow, Genie. See that dark cloud cover right there? That's a dark cloud cover. Follow through the next day. Can't read in the candlesticks. I love the earnings. I love the move of the stock. But look at that dark cloud cover on that date right there. You see the line and follow through. Lux, a lot of selling pressure on today's wick. I like, and here's another stock. Rising earnings, love it. But with the MTI where it is, do I still want to hold on to it? I would have taken half off the table. I'd taken half off the table. Ben says, hang in there, Maria. Hang in there, Maria. You're in the right place. You know, Maria, I wasn't beating up on you. I just saw it was the last stock in the list. I wasn't beating up on you, right, Maria? I just call it like I see it. All right. Wow, Sterling looks good. Down day today. You looking for another one, Akshaya? I wouldn't buy it today, but I like the rising price. I like the rising earnings. I do. Here's Modine. Rising earnings. Again, all of these stocks where you got a down day today, all of these stocks, man, there's nothing wrong with taking profits off the table. Plus, same thing, leveling out. Take some of that off the table. Deckers, woo! The 3-8 crossed here, right? Here, that would have been your day to get out or close half the position. Cool, you still here? My Teams is bouncing. Okay, my Teams is all jacked up. Decker, one of the best stocks in the database. See right there where I got my line? That's where the 3 crossed below the 8. We talked about DRCT. They do have wicks at the top, but I do like that it's up on a down day. Keep your eye on that. ELF looks great. Look at the 3 and the 8 converging, coming off this level of red candle. Know what that's called? One black crow. Stock's price has been going down since. Earnings looks great. And that's, I think a lot of people say, man, I'm not closing out of the stock because stock's got good earnings. Look at price action, though. If the earnings looks good, that's great. But I'm not telling you to close out of the full position. Take some off the table. Wow. Square looks darn good. 2 down days, though. How about the 3 and the 8 are converging? If you've got some profit in this, take there's no albino crow. There's a white soldier, though. There's no albino crow, but there is a one white soldier. Why give that back? Take that off the table. Take some of that off the table. Jack, same thing. Higher than it was here, almost. Earnings is starting to trickle down a little bit, but the 3 and the 8 still look good. Take some off the table. SMCI, you should have been out. Now, this stock is a lot more volatile. Support and resistance would have helped you a lot in this. Coming off of support, coming off of that level of resistance, man, I wouldn't be in it now. Google, a little bit volatile as well. Support resistance. The 3 and the 8 are converging, and we're at a level of support right there. Melly, the 3 and the 8 crossed right there. After being at a level of resistance. Next stock, Ozark, diverging. Look at the 3 and the 8 coming off of that level of the high. Still never faded the gap, which is a good thing. That's a bullish sign, but the 3 and the 8 are converging. Take some of that off the table. Caterpillar, I like it from a building perspective. It's a good, long-standing company. Down day to day. Take some of that off the table. ARM, big down day today. Almost a bearish engulfing. Take some of that off the table. APLD, same situation. A lot of these stocks have really good earnings. Badger says, Glenn, you asked for stocks I'm holding over the weekend. I have collars on both Apple and EDU. My positions are too large with tax implications, so I can't weed them from my garden. Collar fits. Collar fits if you're collaring the both of those, or you could have sold individual covered calls on each one. Or if those are the only two in your portfolio, I like the idea of collaring it. Not a bad idea. I'd rather, if you got more than a few stocks, instead of selling covered calls, collar is the next best thing. Collar the whole portfolio. Not a bad way to go. Glenn, SXTC, I scalped 3 times today, $452 cash profit. Way to go, man. Way to go. You know, I don't talk about scalping here. It's harder to do here than it is to do in the Jockey Club, right? APLD, again, a lot of these stocks have been in nice uptrends. Not only is the 3.8 converging, it's coming down to a level of support. Look at today's wick, right at that level of support. Take some of that off the table. SoFi, all of these stocks are moving up nicely. All I'm telling you is based on the MTI, based on what's going on in the market, take some of these off the table. BBVA, the 3.8 cross, I'm probably not holding that. I would have gotten out when the 3 went below the 8, right there. That was the best place to get out. Now it's leveling out. I do love the earnings, but that's what I'm looking for. KBE, no. And it's fading the gap. The 3 and the 8 is still solid, but it's coming off this level of the high. It's middling, and it did fade the gap. I would have taken some off the table. Microsoft, as much as I like them because of ChatGPT, sideways. Collar means you take a covered call, then add a protective put. But you do it on the whole portfolio. You put a covered call and a put on the whole portfolio, not just a covered call on an individual stock. What's a covered call? You own shares, you sell a call for a premium. Absolutely. Thank you, Robert, for that. Lee, I got 30 stocks in here. I'm trying to get through. I'm not going to add another one, Lee. Sorry for that. I am. Shipping. 3.8 just crossed yesterday. See that? 3.8 just crossed yesterday. I got a little bit of a 1 Black Crow followed through the day before, and then the 3.8 cross. There's no reason why I should still be in it. Wow, AIQ, which I like for AI, for as an ETF. The 3 and 8 haven't crossed. Take some of that off the table. Apple, the 3.8 did cross here. 3.8 did cross. That would have been a good opportunity to get out. I'll take half off the table. H-band, the 3 and 8 is still holding, but it is coming off that high. It is coming off that high, and it did fade its gap, moving sideways. A couple of days of indecision with the dojis. HCC, coming off that high, right there. 3 and 8 are holding, though, but they're converging. Take some of that off the table. Wow, Mara. These stocks, these crypto stocks was killing it. Alton says, Glenn, are we smoking cigars at the hotel? Yes. I said that in the Jockey Club this morning. I'm inviting everyone to bring their cigars. Everyone who's going live, bring their cigars. Alton, for Christmas, my neighbor gave me a little humidor, and a little, about that big, a little for travel. I'm bringing that as well. All right, New Year's resolution, Mag 7. I'm thinking that those are going to kill it. Those are going to kill it going into next year. I see you tomorrow. I like that. VVC is coming back a tad so far. I'm not putting a whole lot of faith into that today, Bill. Not today. But Alton, yes, we are smoking cigars. I'm inviting anybody who's coming live to bring some cigars. We're going to be smoking cigars. Ooh-wee. Mara, VGLT, Vanguard, leveling out. The 3 and 8 are holding. 3 and 8 are holding. The 20 is nicely above the 20. It's an ETF, so no earnings. Cigars makes me dizzy. Maria, then you don't want to come out while we smoking cigars. Okay, so I got to say about that. RXRX, a stock I did like because it's got AI behind the idea of a drug stock. But look at the big move to the downside. It's done well, coming from this point where the 3.8 did cross. It did well. Right now is not the right time. Do you have to smoke outside? Of course we got to smoke outside, Bill. Of course we do. Sigh. All right, let's go to the next one. PFE. Interesting that Pfizer looks like it wants to come off this level of support down here and rise. I don't know. I don't think they're selling any more COVID vaccines, but could be for RSV, for flu, all that kind of stuff. I would keep my eye on PFE, Akshaya. Nope. Vixie, not yet. Soundhound, Maria. Where you at, Maria? Raise your hand. Where you at, Maria? Raise your hand. Was that? Yeah, that was the last stock on the list. That's all right. Maria, we still love you. But stock's in a little bit of a channel. And it's a down day. Right at a level of, you have balconies in Tampa? Probably. I don't think we can smoke on the balconies from the room. I don't think we have balcony rooms. I don't think our rooms have balconies. All right. So, last picks going into the year was only a couple of stocks. That DRCT was one of them. Pfizer is another one, possibly. That's all I got for you today. The market's not making me feel warm and fuzzy. Let's go back to the market overview. All of the major indices are down. And that's it. That's the last trading day of 2023. All right. So that's it. PFE was higher in January 20. Of course it was, Charbel, because they were selling the vaccines. That's what them, Moderna, BioNTech, those stocks were killing it because they were selling the vaccines. Not as many vaccines being sold. You're saying before the vaccines? It's because the government put it to them, go make a vaccine. In anticipation of them getting that vaccine, the stocks went up. All right, two things I want to point out before we go. One, again, if you're planning to go to Tampa, you need to hurry up because seats will go. You want to go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. If you want to watch online because you can't make it, we invite you to do that. It's free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/stream. Another thing, you guys really need to take into consideration our coaching groups. We do a lot of hand-holding. Amir, that's for you. We do a lot of hand-holding in our coaching groups. You want to know what's going on and how the people who are coaching it do it? Coaching groups are the way to go. All right, so hopefully we get to see you in Tampa. I look forward. Alton, bring them cigars, buddy. I'm going to bring mine too. I will smoke a cigar here and think of all of you. There you go, Jazz. I'm okay with that. All right, will we be able to see Joey on the webcast? Probably not. If you want to see Joey, you got to be there live. All right, how to connect with coaching, James. We're going to teach you that in the live session. In the live stream, we'll walk you through that. All right, with all of that being said, thank you for supporting the mobile app. We look to grow this space going into next year. We got to get more people on the mobile app. The power of the program in your pocket. It really is the power of the program in your pocket. All right. So with that being said, folks, thank you for all you do. I'm going to thank you on behalf of Joey as well because he's not here. Kui already put Happy New Year in there as well. So Happy New Year to each and every one of VV Nation for supporting everything that we do on YouTube. All right. We look forward to seeing you guys in Tampa. Absolutely. Hey, Glenn, when you say take some off the table, I'm using Vanguard for long, so AIQ is up. Do I still take some? Absolutely. Take half off the table. Let the other half run. If it's going to run, let it run. You can't go broke locking in that profit. Take that profit. Take half off the table. Happy New Year to my mobile mentor. That's my unofficial title here. All right. With that, folks, I'm signing off for the last time for 2023. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Praying for all the people in Israel as well. Adabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until next year, folks, see ya!